Yeah, I'm gonna address this situation that I saw on the news yesterday and the day before about this dirty ass cop down in Sangamon County, Springfield, Illinois. Mother of two children. She was 5 feet to 5'1", weigh about maybe 120 some pounds, a black woman. Called for help because she felt there was some predators in her yard, or a predator. So the cops come out to her residence, and a dumbass, bitch-ass sheriff shot and kills her. Young 36-year-old Sonya Massey, a black woman with mental issues, in the face and in the eye. She was still alive, fighting for her life, fighting to live. She was gurgling in her own blood to live, gasping for air, trying to live, trying to hang on, trying to survive. But later, when they took her to the hospital, she died. And this, I want to say what I want to say. This effing cop didn't care. Then he said some negative stuff after he kills her. After she down there fighting for her life, and he left her there. He told his buddy not to bring the paramedic equipment. He said she's gone. She's dead. She died. Because of what he did. From what I saw in the video, he approached her. He walked up on her. He the one told her to turn the stove off and get the hot water off the stove. But then when she does, the cops like, well, we don't want no fire in here. We don't want a fire. Okay, I understand that part. But the point is, then she tells the cop, the dirty son of a bitch, Peckerwood. All white people I call Peckerwood are not Peckerwoods. I'm calling these dirty ass cops Peckerwoods. That's what I'm calling. I got white friends. I don't call them that. But I'm calling these dirty cops that because that's what they are. They dirty. Anyway, this is hard to talk about because it was hard to see on the internet. And it's all over the internet. And everybody knows it. And it's all over the country and all over the world. But he didn't have no remorse for her. He didn't have no love for her, no compassion of any kind, nothing positive to say about her. But he the one told her to get the boiling water. And he was standing back away from her. And when she was getting the boiling water and taking it off the stove or turning off the stove or whatever she was doing, he says some smart stuff to her, draws his gun, and she's like, well, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Because he was evil. And she must have sensed that he was going to do something to her, or that she was going to die. That's why she said that. She must have some kind of premonition from above. And then this fool walks up on her when he was standing back at first and draws his gun on her and said if she don't put the pot down, he's not going to get he didn't come out here to get hot water thrown on him. So he says, drop the fucking pot. Because if you don't, I'm going to shoot you in your face or your head. And she ducked a couple of times and she apologized a couple of times. I'm sorry. Then he just unloads 3 bullets in her face. And one hit her in the eye. And she's not dead. She's laying there, suffering. And this motherfucker and his sorry-ass partner didn't do much to help her at all. They let her lay there and die like she was a wild animal. And this punk motherfucker, his name is Sean Grayson. He's in the Army, private first class, 30 years old, and worked for 5 or 6 different police agencies. Not only that, he had 2 drunk driving charges on him, and he was a cop. And they kept letting him slip through the cracks. 5 different agencies, maybe 6, maybe more. And for some reason, why would you bounce from all these different agencies if you wasn't about shit? Or something was negative about this person? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, when I seen his profile on the internet and his arms and all that, he was a devil. He was a demon from hell, sent by Satan to kill that group. Why do I know? Because he had all these skulls, all this evil stuff that people that deal with the devil have on their body. He had all these skulls on his arms like this, on one of them. So that was confirmation for me. And this fool pleaded guilty for the drunk driving charges back in 2015, 2016, and they still hard. Then they tried to lie and cover the shit up. Tried to say she shot herself. It was self-inflicted wounds. Then they turn around and say maybe somebody else or that person that she said was in her yard, she called us to come out for, he did it. That's 2 lies. Then they say something else. But they got caught. Why? Because one of the guys had the camera on, and I told you about these dirty cops, man. And even if some ain't dirty, they don't turn their cameras on, man. They spend all that money for these cops to be wearing these cameras so they can make sure that people are safe, and they still won't turn them on. Whether it's the men or the women. I don't care what race you are. Turn the damn cameras on. Because you're trying to hide something when you don't. Then he turns the camera on after he shoots her in the face. And then he called himself trying to help her. And she down there bleeding like a river. He trying to save her. He wasn't trying to save her. He was trying to cover his own white ass. With his bitch ass. And now the fucker is being held without bond by the agency he worked for. Or used to work for, but he got fired. That's good, but that's not bringing Sonya Massey back to life. At all. And then, you know, you dirty cops doing dirt. You're gonna get caught. You need to get them kind of cops off the street and keep them off. Never let them work for any other agency, because they're gonna bring that same drama to that agency they work for. See, I told you about these dirty cops. Not just here in Columbus, but all over the country and all over the world. I told you in other videos about these dirty demon cops, devil cops. They don't care nothing about you, even their own people. They do the same thing. But they got more leniency because they white. But if you black, you Asian, you Indian, you Spanish, you male, you female, or any other ethnicity that I didn't mention that's of color, we're going to all be treated different versus them treating their own kind the same. I mean, yeah, they going to do them too, but they ain't going to do them like they do us and try to lie and get away with it like this dumb son of a bitch. See? I told you in other videos they wouldn't turn on their cameras at a traffic stop. They continue to lie, deceive the people. They pull over and deceive the fellow officers and the public. Cops ain't shit. I told you. Like I said in previous videos, I will say this, all of them ain't bad, but a certain percentage of them are. They lie. Are devil cops, male and female, and they can never be trusted. I hear this fool's 230 pounds, 6'2", 6'3", with his white ass. Demon son of a bitch. And this girl